Alright, good evening. Get the camera going here. Chatting away and not paying attention. There, that's a little bit more current. Right. 21 Chrome F1 half case. Sorry for the late start. This is going to end way past my bedtime. I got through 2/3 of the listing on eBay, and for whatever reason I kept getting a eBay like server error, and I lasted for about an hour. So instead of breaking this at 9:30 like I wanted to, here we are. So I imagine a lot of you will probably be seeing this in the morning on replay. There will be a recap at the end as far as what all the inserts were and stuff. Since this is such a late break. So, alright, well, here we go. Seal case, there's the top. GTS has finally loosened the strings up a little bit as far as the price and quantity I can get. Thanks. I forgot. I was in such a hurry to get the camera and the feed up so we get this moving, I forgot to update the list. There. Your name should be there now, Martin. So, alright, we'll take one whole roll if anybody wants to comment which side they would like. If you have secret knowledge as to what side is the better one, if there is such a thing, based on the tape. At this point, I'm inclined to say left because it's practically falling out. So, alright. Current upside down boxes are the way to go. On the left side it is. It was volunteering, and that's what the people want. However, in the back, they went right side up. So, take that for whatever it's worth. You want Austin for toast there, Ron? I'm more than happy to change it if that's what you would wish. Oh. Alright. Sorry, I was confusing people. I have some sapphire on order as well. I should hopefully have that by the weekend. So those will start popping up in breaks shortly for me. Of course, got to pay market price on that because I missed the memo on tops. All right, here we go. Box number 1, first half at least. Rogovich on the 61. The F1 portraits I'll be top loading when it comes to shipping. Stroll on the refractor. But I'll skip it for right now just to keep things moving. Yeah, Sonoda freshest. Bosch Chung on the car. Max, Podium, and Yuri Vips. Purple out of 399. $59 out of 399 for Yuri. Matt, congrats, sir. That's Kimi Räikkönen. Vettel 61. Sure, Jimmy, you can get it to you. There's a PayPal link if you need it. We'll get the list updated here in a second. Mazepin freshest. Checo on the podium. And a purple checkers for Charles Leclerc on a portrait. Out of 199. Chris, congrats, sir. 185 out of 199. Speaking of Binotto, there he is. Vettel. Giovinazzi 61. And there's Sato. And Toast on the refractor. Deletta on the car. And Marcus Armstrong Redliners. And pack number 9. Stroll upside down, Tictum, and Esteban Ocon to get us halfway through box 1. Always in that corner on me. Ain't gonna lie, I peeked. I'll fight with the plastic on that one later. I don't know who it is, but it's going to be a good card. So, all right, here we go. Second half of box 1. Beckman. Zoe on the refractor. And Robert Schwartzman, checkered flag. Was it even an auto? I didn't even notice that. I just saw the numbering. Like, oh, we'll save that to the end. Robert Rosario, congrats. And we got Christian Horner starting off the next pack. Ending with a Lewis Redliner. Liam Lawson on the car. And Lewis, 61. Just the camera here a little bit. Bottas with the trophy. And Oscar Piastri on the refractor. Verstappen, refractor. Max portrait. Sonoda 61 and a orange red. George Russell. Congrats on that, Chris. And we got a Lewis portrait. Oops, I should take care of Yuki here first. Alright, for real this time. Lewis portrait. For sure. And Lewis winning Belgium on the refractor. Oh, one sec. I gotta go turn that dehumidifier off. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's noisy as hell by me. Alright, last pack. Before the good one. Lewis got eaten by a dog or something here on this one on the corner. And Fernando Alonso, Redliners. Alright, got peek. No, this is not an auto. Alright, here we go. Good stuff at the end. Capito. And you can see it. Nasani. Carlos Sainz podium and the super. For Yuki Tsunoda. Third breaks the charm. Alright, if you'd like to send a one-touch, let me know. Some people don't like the chromes in there because they say the one-touches scratch it. So, I default to the top loaders on these, but if you'd like one, let me know. Congrats on that. And that was box number 1. Sainz podium. Well, they were upside down and they were falling out of the box. They were volunteering themselves. That is for sure. And I don't know how many of these damn boxes I've opened up this year between lights and hobbies, but that's my first 101. I think I got one red ray wave out of the lights. That was my best going into this. And we get an auto. Alright, number 2. Here we go. Pourchaire on the car and Leclerc with the refractor. Dragovic, Boschung, and Vettel on the podium. And some gold floating up here. Vasseur, Leclerc 61, and a gold Charles Leclerc portrait out of 50. Another nice one here. Back-to-back boxes. 9 out of 50 for Charles. Congrats on that, Chris. Lance Stroll in a car. Charles Galore here, refractor. This time. And a checkered for Petikoff. Another $2 for the house. Leclerc in a car. Leclerc on the podium. And purple out of $3.99 for Fernando Alonso. $2.75 out of $3.99. That's on that, Mark. Daniel Ricciardo times 2, and Latifi 61. And there's a Vettel, Mick in the car, and Petikoff on the refractor. And then pack 9 out of box 2, Gasly. And Zendelli with the 61. All right, our autograph. Looks like she's gold on top of it. Dragovic. Deletta. Robert Schwartzman Redliners. And a gold wave auto of Robert Schwartzman. Fully expected that to say Charles Leclerc. right, 7 out of 50 for Robert. That's a net, Rosario. Move this back and maybe squeeze another card in here somewhere. Guess that'll have to work for now. All right, that gets us halfway through number 2. All right, second half of 2. Checo, David Beckman, and Vettel Redliners. Liam Lawson on the portrait. Daniel Ricciardo, 61. Couple of Maxes, and a Bottas refractor. Tictum, and Giovinazzi on the refractor. You racing sports cars or anything? You don't hear nothing about them. At least I haven't. Next pack. Lasani's hanging here upside down. Lance Stroll and a purple-green Yuki Tsunoda. Congrats, Ari. And Alonso. And Kimi on the refractor. Okay, Ron. I thought he got signed for something, but can't say I've been following along that close, but I haven't seen his name mentioned anywhere. Next pack, Gasly, Russell, Richard Verschoor, and a redliner for Mick. Then we got Checo, Russell, and Mick 61. Then last pack out of 2. Bottas on the podium with a Russell portrait out of 399. $383 out of $399 for George. And congrats again, Chris. the sweatshirt off. All right, number 3. Another auto. I believe that had numbers on it as well. All right, number 3. Carlos Sainz on the red liner. Now, did Seb actually get his autos on the cards this year? I think last year they omitted the stickers. Samaya on the car. And Sergio, 61. I haven't heard of too many printing errors this year compared to last. Russell, Yuri Vips, and Lewis went in Belgium. Okay, come on, open up. You have a little fuzz right there. Ooh, another nice shiny one coming up. Mazepin, Verstappen on the podium, and a orange wave for Lyrium Zendelli out of 25. $25 out of 25 for Zendelli. Congrats on that, Tyson. All right, Lewis, Zoe, Schwartzman, and Verstappen. Rolling out of the next pack. Verstappen in the car. Lewis and Bottas. Then we got Leclerc, Ever Thirsty, Marcus Armstrong, and Verstappen. Cleaning earwax on the refractor. Grosjean, Zendelli, and Robert Schwartzman, 61. And our auto. Looks like some gold auto again. Lewis, Teo Porcher redliner, and a solid gold for Pierre Gasly. Out of 50 for Pierre. Jimmy, congrats on that. 4 out of 50. These have been a couple of very nice boxes. All right, here we go. Second half of box 3. Christian Lundgaard and Carlos Sainz on the podium. And Pierre Wash, Albon, Kimi Räikkönen 61, and Jody Egginton with the purple green. Congrats on that, Jeremy. Then we got Alonso starting off the next pack. Petikoff and Ocon on the refractor. Leclerc on the podium. And a purple checkered out of 199 for Pierre Gasly. $13 out of 199. Again, congrats, Jimmy. Vettel on the refractor. And purple out of 399, Nikita Mazepin. $328 out of 399 for Nikita. Congrats there, Scott. Kimi Räikkönen. Total Mercedes group hug on the refractor with Pierre Gasly. Checkered flag. Had a run on Yuki, now we got a run on Pierre. Checo and Verstappen redliner. Carlos Sainz 61. And last pack out of box 3 is a Leclerc Russell, Nannini, and Russell on the refractor. And with that, George, we are halfway. Hopefully the second half of this can be half as good as the first. Another auto. Was that 3 out of 4 boxes? All right, here we go. Box 4. Ocon. And Alonso Redliner. Could be a hot case, or maybe Topps put all the autos on one side of the case and duds on the, split them up right down the line. Yuki Nakar, Samaya, and Pierre Gasly. Not that I could envision Topps doing such a thing. Moncho kicks off the next pack, ending with a Lando Norris refractor. Excuse me, Viscal, Vips, and Ocon on the podium. Another gold. Lots of gold in this case, or boxes so far. Ricardo Piastri and a gold. Yerme Samaya. Oh, you guys are going to have to be jealous. Staying with the house. 1 out of 50. All right, Lewis, Gerbhoppen, Zoe, Vettel on the podium, and Leclerc out of 399. $369 out of $399 for Charles. And again, congrats, Chris. Oops, forgot the podium here for Seb. All right, next pack. Starts off with a Gasly, Kimi, Daruvula, and a Lando throwback. Marcus Armstrong's hanging upside down with the Binotto refractor. Then pack 8, Verstappen, Zendelli in the car, and Boschung, 61. Alright, and our auto. Sitting behind a Yuki, Kimi, Marcus Armstrong Redliner. And how about 2 F1 autos out of the case? Checo with the base auto. I was under the assumption there was generally 1 F1 per case. 41 out of 85 for Sergio. Spencer, congrats on that. Can't hear me? Can you hear me now, Frank? Looks like you should be able to hear me. Alright, I guess we'll have to send Russell up. But yeah, congrats on that. That's probably a better alignment than the way it was. Alright, well, if I'm too loud for everybody else, let me turn it up a little bit. Yell at Frank. But alright, there we go. Halfway through box 4. Maybe I bumped the slider, I'm not sure, but I didn't think so. Alright, second half of 4. Schwartzman, Latifi on the refractor, and a checkered for Charles Leclerc. Again, congrats, Chris. All right, next pack. Sergio, Max, Latifi, and Lewis, Redliner. Been pretty quiet here so far as Lewis is concerned. And Max. Sergio in the car, and Giovinazzi on the throwback. Vettel in the car, Daletta, and Darubala on the refractor. Leclerc. And Sir Lewis on the refractor. Danny Ricciardo, Christian Lundgaard, Lewis Hamilton, and a gold checkered for Darubala. Yep, more gold. $15 out of $50 for Johan. Cody, congrats on that. Leclerc, oops, forgot the podium here for Lewis. Yeah, I would figure a super, you could get pretty good coin for that. All right, Leclerc, Max, Checo, and a purple-green Danny Ricciardo. Especially where that's the Japanese hat symbol. I guess in my view, if I was going to get a Yuki card, that would be it. With the back upside down hat there. All right, last pack out of box 4. Lewis, Petikoff, and another Lewis refractor. Assuming it gets sent in for grading. Hopefully it grades out well for you. All right, number 5. There we go. Start at 5. Lewis kicks it off. David Beckman in a car and Felipe Drugovich on the refractor. Kimi Räikkönen, Herb Hoppen Lewis, and a Yuki redliner. Lando, Liam Lawson, and Lewis. Vintage. Sundelli on the refractor. And Dan Ticktum out of 399. Feels like I got to get one numbered Ticktum out of every case. Every break I do. 219 out of 399 for Dan. Congrats on that, Mark. Drugovich in the car. Pierre Wash refractor. And Mr. Capito out of 399. 10 out of 399 for Jost. That's on that, Mike. All right, X-Pack signed Resta, Bottas, and Lewis on the podium. Then we got Eggington, Stroll, Nasani, and Yuki, 61. Bottas there, Capito, and Lewis playing catch. And pack number 9 from box 5. Ocon, Latifi, Piastri, and Lando Norris. smiling on the podium. All right, last of 5. For sure, and Aletta Redliner. Verstappen, Bottas, and Latifi 61. Leclerc, Ricardo, Nannini on a refractor, and Mick Schumacher on the checkered. Congrats there, Steve. Pretty quiet in the Schumacher land. Ricardo again in a car, and a Redliner. Schumacher, Daletta, and Zindelli. Portrait Lewis, Drogovic 61, and Gasly purple out of 399. Let's say Pierre's had a decent break, 317 out of 399. And again, congrats, Jimmy. Giovinazzi, Porsche, and Lando Norris. Hanging in the car. Thought he had a visor up, but I guess not. Lewis with the trophy. Ralph Boschung and a podium for Ocon. And last pack out of 5. Leclerc, Mazepin. Refractor, 61 for Vettel, and Fernando Alonso, gold purple. Will get us to the final box. Congrats on Fernando, Mark. Another auto, so we're going to have 4 out of 6 with ink on them. All right, here we go. Number 6. Ricardo again in the car with Carlos Signer. Excuse me, Carlos Sainz, Redliners. And Leclerc, Zendelli, Boschung, and a orange wave for Kimi Räikkönen. 25 here for Kimi. $21 of 25. Congrats, Scott. Next up, Verstappen, Lewis, and a Vettel refractor. Driver of the day, Spain. Ocon, Christian Lundgaard, and Carlos Sainz on the podium. Verstappen, 61. George Russell, Checo, and Mick Schumacher on the refractor. Lewis, Lando, Robert Schwartzman, and Gasly on the podium. And this autograph. Damn if it's not an orange one too. Mazepin in a car with Lewis. Théo Pourchaire Redliners on an orange. Wow, Charles Leclerc out of 25. I think the Yuki has been dethroned. 6 out of 25 for Mr. Leclerc. Congrats on that, Chris. What a freaking 6 boxes. I don't know what to think of the other half of this case. If it's roadkill or not. All right, well, the last half of the box 6. You really think they'd stuff a Max or Lewis auto in this case yet? I was thinking the other half was going to be all F2, if anything. I don't know. Do they have hot cases? not ashamed to say I haven't been paying that close attention to know. All right, here we go. Last of box 6. Yuki Mancho. Spottis on the refractor. And Sergio Perez. Oh, Martin, like the guy at a craps table making everybody else money, you did good on everybody else. Hamilton, Zofnauer, Samaya, and Verstappen, Redliners. Well, I can assure you then that the next, I'll have this same setup relisted for next week, Wednesday. Since everybody thinks that these other 6 boxes are still worthwhile. Ocon, Viscal, Gasly, and a Lewis Purple out of $3.99. So at least you have some little insider information on it. 318 out of $3.99. Alright, Toto starts off the next pack. Erie Vips and Vettel on the refractor. Yeah, I had one of them days at the table, Martin, where I didn't have much out there, but I must have rolled for a good 20 minutes. Guys were buying me beer. I couldn't figure it out why, but then I looked on the other end of the table, and they had a huge stack in front of them. So I'm like, oh, good for them guys. Batikov. And Checo, 61. Next pack, Kimi Räikkönen. And Yuki on the refractor. Daruvula and Sergio on a podium. Yeah, I think I was like 22 or something. I was sitting there next to my dad. I'm like, why the hell are they buying me beer? Oh, how you learn when real fast. Lando, 61, and Carlos Sainz, purple green. Jim, congrats there. Leclerc in the car, Marcus Armstrong, and Leclerc with the water bottle. And the last pack with a Zoe, Nannini, Carlos Sainz, and Guilherme Samaya out of $4.99. All right, well, there's our half case. Oh, sorry, Martin. On a personal note, I think this 6 boxes were far better than I could have expected. All right. Recaps. Checkered flags for Schwartzman, Sergio, Mick, Leclerc, Gasly, and Petikoff. Purple checkers out of 199 for Gasly and Leclerc. Gold checker for Daruvula out of 50. Other solid numbers had Leclerc out of 50. Zindelli Orange Wave out of 25. Purples out of 399. Samaya, Lewis, Gasly, Capito, Tictum, Leclerc, Mazepin, Russell, Alonso, and Yuri Vips. Purple green, Carlos Sainz. Gold purple, Alonso. Purple green, Ricardo. Orange red, Russell. And purple green for Eggington and Yuki. Yuki and Leclerc were everywhere. All right, our stack of 61s. For those interested. Redliners. Max, Pourchaire, Sainz, Ricardo, Deletta, Sonoda, Lewis, Armstrong, Alonso, Verstappen, Pourchaire, Sainz, Mick, Vettel, Schwartzman, Alonso, Hamilton, and Armstrong. Podiums for Checo, Gasly, Sainz, Ocon, Lando, Hamilton ×2, Vettel, Ocon, Leclerc, Sainz, Max, Valtteri, Charles, Sebastian, Carlos, Sergio, and Max. All right, regular refractors for those interested. That's Vettel. Again with Vettel, Lando, Nannini, Wash, Zindelli, Drugovich, Daruvula, Vettel again, Bottas, Petikoff, Leclerc, all right, and in our showcase, Orange Wave, Kimi Räikkönen, out of 25. Gold Wave Auto for Robert Schwartzman out of 50. Sergio Perez Base Auto out of 85. Pierre Gasly Gold Auto out of 50. Charles Leclerc Orange Auto out of 25. And a Yuki Tsunoda Super 101. So, all right. Well, with that, I do appreciate all the bids. Sorry for the late start here. I will do the other half of this case for next week, Wednesday, hopefully about 2 hours sooner than this one. Right around 9:30 Central. There is a 3-box that'll be totally unrelated to this case for Sunday night. There would be a loose box order that I got sitting here, so I got no history on those whatsoever. But yeah, all right. Well, with that, have a good rest of your week. Have a great weekend. Hopefully your next break is better. I forgot there's also the Samaya Gold 5 out of 50 I just noticed. And yeah, have a good night. Thanks again. We'll see you later.